Josh, second full week of pre-season training. Change of scenery, I guess, with this hotel training camp. How's things gone so far?
Very well. I have to say I'm very, very impressed with everything about the place. You know, it's a great place to come and not just stay and all the food, everything that comes with it, the facilities, but the training field as well is fantastic. And that's all part and parcel of it. You want to come away, you want to work hard, and that's exactly what we're here for. But it's nice to have the nice surroundings as well, you know, and it just makes it that little bit better when you go back to your room and have a rest up and put your head to bed for a few hours. It's all part and parcel of it, but no, it's gone very well so far, and the weather's with us. Obviously, it's very, very warm, so it's making it a bit tougher, but you can't complain with the sunshine. So no, all good so far.
Yeah, I was going to say about the weather. Some teams can go away to Portugal, Spain, for example, to get that warm weather training. We've got it right on our doorstep. It's beautiful weather at the moment.
Well, no, that's it, exactly. It's a lot of teams do go abroad, obviously, pre-season. I think most of mine have always been abroad, if not all of them. And you don't always go to places that are going to be hot, or wherever you go, it's not always guaranteed to be hot, as you say. And for this, it's like, what more can you ask for? It's down the road. It wasn't too much of a ag, you know, travelling. We all met up. We got on the coach. We was here before we knew it. And the weather is sun, very, very strong sun, and it's very warm. But it's all part and parcel of it, as I say, and it's good. Obviously, you get more of a sweat on, and it just makes everyone smile, I think. So can't complain, and long may it continue.
I suppose one of the main benefits of these sort of training camps is the ability to get to know your teammates, have that team bonding. As a new player, I guess, to the squad, is that something that you're kind of looking to achieve from this week, to get to know the lads a little bit more?
Yeah, I think it's massive, you know, because at the end of the day, when you're back home or wherever it is, and you're going to the training ground, you spend hours or the day there, but you sort of leave the boys after, and you go back to, at the moment, me, hotel or your houses, apartments, and you don't always see them. You might have a little chat on the phones or whatever it is, but here you're with each other more or less 24/7, and whether that just be your roommate when you're in the room, but you're coming down for dinner, breakfast, lunch, you're getting your kit, you're going down to the training ground, you're spending all the time with each other. And obviously you've got a few sing-songs as well, which I believe I'll be stepping up soon to do mine, and that's all part and parcel of it, as I keep saying. It's a massive part of bonding, team bonding, getting to know each other, and linking it up, not just on the training field, but also in and around the hotel, as people do.
Yeah, you have to mention that there. You talked about the sing-songs, obviously. I suppose it's a kind of standard thing in football, these initiation songs. You kind of can't avoid them, I guess, when you go to these sort of training camps.
Yeah, you know it's coming, and at the end of the day, it's not nice when you're up there doing it, but it's what it gives everyone else. You know, it gives everyone a bit of a buzz and a laughter. The phones come out, and a bit of cheering and jeering, depending on how good you are. And look, it is what it is. I've done a few now, and I'm a little bit more used to it maybe than one or two others that are here. But no, look, it is something that they do in football. I was only saying last night who invented it or who actually come up with the idea, because it must have been a person that did. But yeah, every club does it, or I think more or less every club. And I half look forward to it, but it's nerve-wracking. But I'll be glad once I step down off the chair and it's done.
Are they good icebreakers, though?
Yeah, listen, it beds it in. Once you're done, as I say, you sit down, it's a sigh of relief comes out of you. And again, it's all involved in what these camps are, and they will go right the way through the season when signings keep happening, whether that be nearer the start of the season or January. It's new players come and go, and it's something you have to do or something that's asked to do, and it just brings you together and just brings a bit of laughter, you know.
And obviously we mentioned you're getting to know your new teammates. I guess you're getting to know your new head coach as well, Michael Collins, with Martin Jury, obviously assisting him on and off the pitch. How's training been so far in these first few days of pre-season with them?
No, very good. I have to say I'm really impressed. I played with Michael at Scunthorpe for a little bit, and I could always see he was going to go down the coaching route or the manager's route, whatever way it was, and I knew he had that in him then. And now listen, everything's organised, and organisation prepares you, because if you're not prepared, then the old saying, you might foul or whatever it is, but it's all structured. It's all structured towards the game, towards knowing what each individual player in their positions needs to do. And even before we go to training, we have a little meeting, short and sharp, and we go through what we're doing. So before we get down there, we know. And I've been really impressed, I have to say. Training's been very sharp, very good, and a lot with the ball. But for me, we're footballers, you know, and you have to be fit with and without it. But when you've got the ball, you've got to look after it, and we're doing a lot of that. And no, I've been really, really impressed, and I hope that obviously it's going to continue, which I'm sure it will. And I can't wait, obviously, until we start lining up for the games, because we're getting ourselves really prepared, and that's a credit to, obviously, the staff so far.
we've managed to see some of the training sessions. There doesn't seem to be many running. It seems to be a very modern way of thinking. It's quite a lot of it is fitness work, but it's very football specific.
No, look, it's been very hard already. A couple of sessions down this week, and I think the boys are feeling a little bit tired, and as you would, fatigued. But you have to keep going. And as I said, then it's when you're on the ball, you have to make angles, you have to move, and that's what we're doing. And when you lose it, you've got to win it back as sharp as you can. And again, that's what we're working on. And you can run all day. For me, it's, listen, you could put the boys out there and make them run around the road or make them run up and down a pitch or round poles. And if you don't throw a ball to them, they're not going to react. So when you do, they're not going to be ready. But what we're doing a lot of work that's hard work, but with football involved, with both, because you're running at the same time as using the ball. And for me, as you say, the modern way, and I think a lot of the modern sides and the big sides do it now. And I think it's brilliant, and the boys are getting the work out of it, but also getting used to the ball and warming up with the ball, and we're going to be ready come when we need to be.
Off the field, obviously, a new player, as we said, moving into the club. How have you been able to settle into the area? Obviously, we know you've got, I suppose, a southern base, moving up north. Hopefully, in the last few weeks since we did the first interview when you joined the club, you've had the chance to get some roots, you know, north end of the country.
Yeah, look, it was, as I said before, a few weeks ago now, I had a busy spell just after signing, and that all went fantastically well. And after that, I was straight up, and I've spent the time that I've been up here so far looking around, trying to find my home for me and my new wife, and I want to be settled, you know. I want to be up here and I want to be happy, and so far I can't praise the locals, the club, the staff, the players, everyone that have helped me settle in. You know, it's a fantastic part of the world and country, if you like, and I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm looking forward to, obviously, once we finish this week off, getting back and finding my place, getting settled. And I'm looking forward to what's to come for the season.